What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin Bees. I am a wife, a mom, a veteran. I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps to try and recruit you and or sell you an overpriced product, in my opinion. I feel like today we need to take a deep breath. This honestly is probably one of the most requested videos that you guys ask for consistently. And to be quite honest with you, I have not been ready to talk about it. I think I was still kind of processing, and in my opinion, realizing that I was absolutely, again, in my opinion, being groomed to be a part of Eric Worre's mastermind. And so I'm going to start sharing some of that. And I thought one of the ways that I can start sharing those stories is to start reacting to some of his content. So if you are brand new to my channel, what's up? If you've been here a while, appreciate you guys so much. I know I say that on every video. I'm just not ever going to take it for granted. So if you'd like to follow me on social media, here's my handles. If you hear any background noise, there's landscapers that are doing some things. So, it is what it is. And yeah, let's just get into the video. This is something that he has put out on his YouTube channel. He is a public figure. I'm not going to be blurring his face, although typically I don't. And I'm going to give my commentary. You guys can drop yours below. Keep it respectful. We don't do ad hominem type things here. That's just not how we get down. So, all right, let's do this thing.
What a title for a video or a conversation. The dark side of network marketing. Dun, dun, dun. What they didn't tell you in the opportunity presentation. It's such an interesting profession that we're involved in. And I would love to tell you that it's all sunshine and rainbows, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are challenges, there are issues, there are emotional ups and downs. It is a roller coaster beyond all roller coasters. And what I want to do today is a couple things. First of all, I'm going to give away 20 tickets to the Virtual GoPro 2021 coming up this December, $500 tickets, 20 of them today to anybody who hits the share button and shares this conversation with people that they know. If you hit the share button.
That being said, I think we should talk about why today all of a sudden did I want to do this video. I probably should have done this before I clicked play, but we're rolling with it today. That's what we're doing. Why today? Why now? And to answer that question, if you have it, I got an email today. I got several from Eric Worre's marketing team, I assume, asking which email they want to continue correspondence with. I don't. Remove me from your list. Thank you. Also, I've had several people in the last few days alone that have reached out and asked if I'm going to be talking about this and reacting and giving my commentary on some of the training that he's doing. So that all happened literally this morning on the way to the gym, and here we are today. So I did a little survey for my members and was like, hey, which of these videos would you like me to react to? And I'm actually considering doing a series on some of these MLM coaches. So if that's something that you would like to see from me, just let me know in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram, whichever you prefer. Because I know that there are people that watch that don't want to comment because they're still in their MLM. They're still kind of working their way out. And this is a safe place for you guys to do, ask those questions, whether it's publicly in the comments or you can message me on Instagram. That's fine. We love having those types of conversations, by the way, because for those of us that are part of the anti-MLM movement and have gotten out, we remember what that feels like. At least I remember what that feels like. And I didn't have people, when I first joined MLM, I didn't have people that were like, hey, have you thought about this? And I want to be that person for other people. So that's why today. And I do think that he is going to flip this. I've not watched this fully, just I watched a couple minutes of it before just to kind of check it out. But I do think he's going to flip some of the things that the anti-MLM movement is saying is a problem when it comes to multi-level marketing into a, I don't know how he's going to do it, but I would venture to say that it's going to be don't listen to them kind of a thing. We'll see how it goes. Yikes.
Then we're going to do a drawing and we're going to give away 20 tickets to Virtual GoPro. We'll do a drawing as soon as this video is over. But what is the dark side? What's the dark side to this profession? I got to tell you, the first thing that they didn't tell you during the opportunity presentation, they said, here's our company and here's our products. Here's our opportunity. Is they didn't tell you how hard it was going to be. They tell you.
I feel like him saying this particular point is kind of tap dancing over the fact that the business model is the problem and the only people that win are the ones at the top. You guys let me know what you think. But as soon as he said that, I'm thinking, yeah, it's a business model designed where only the top are going to make substantial money if they got in early or whatnot. All right.
It's going to be easy. Oh, our product sells itself. Everybody that looks at it gets involved. They tell you it's just going to be a piece of cake.
They do.
And if it's easy, put a number 1 into the comments. And if it's hard, put a number 10 into the comments. I want to see the difference between the people who think network marketing is easy and people who agree that network marketing is hard.
I feel like what he's doing here, it's actually sneaky in my opinion, but I feel like what he's doing is he is programming people to understand that they're not going to win for quite some time. And winning, in my opinion, in multi-level marketing companies is all about money. So essentially, this to me feels like, well, it's going to be hard. You know, you're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to, it's not going to be easy, you know, but if you stick in it long enough, if you stick with it, if you show up, if you do the work, you know, you're going to be on the other side of this thing and you're going to be making so much money and you're going to be, you know, thanking yourself. You're going to be so glad that you did it. I feel like that's where we're going with this.
Put a number 1 in the comments if you think it's easy and a 10 if you agree that it's challenging. Look at all the 10s. 10s everywhere. 9s, 10s, 11s. It's challenging.
If by chance the people that are watching and commenting on his video here, that were on it live, I should say, that are commenting 10s, please look for your company's income disclosure statement. That's all I'm going to say about that.
My gosh, it is, and for a bunch of different reasons. The other thing that they don't tell you is it can be lonely.
But don't the majority of people join multi-level marketing companies for the community? If you have such an incredible community, how can it be lonely, Eric?
It can be lonely business. You get the impression, you know, especially if you look at it, if you're exposed to network marketing in some sort of public venue, that this is a team effort, that everybody's doing it together with each other. We're all locked arm in arm, and we're gonna all go across the finish line together. But that's not how it works in real life. Yes, there's times when we see each other at events. Yes, there's times when we, you know, help each other with a presentation or we encourage each other by phone. But here's the truth. The truth is, you build this by yourself.
Did he just say the quiet part out loud? There is so much emphasis on community and team, and we're doing this together. It's almost like he's disconnected in a sense with what it's really like. And I don't know if that's because, and that's just my opinion, I don't know if that's because maybe he hasn't been in the field for quite some time, but what he is saying, I feel like he's saying the quiet parts out loud, because a lot of these MLMers are like, it's a team, our team, our team, our team. This is amazing. And everybody's winning. And this is so exciting. And then he's like, oh, well, it's lonely. Well, maybe when you're at the top of the pyramid, you're not building this on your own, actually, because you need a team in order to make a substantial income in multi-level marketing. So this doesn't really make any sense to me. You guys let me know what you think.
Phone call at a time, one text message at a time, one conversation with a prospect at a time. You build it by yourself. And it's such a departure from what it looks like on the outside. That's just like, wow, this is kind of amazing, that this can be as lonely as it is. Third thing that they don't tell you is how wildly misjudged network marketing is by the average people around the world.
I need you guys to listen to what he just said. I know exactly where he's going with this. It's misjudged by the average person. But isn't it the average person that joins multi-level marketing companies? What's fascinating about this and that statement that he just made is that he's already disqualifying people's opinions on multi-level marketing. That's exactly what he's doing here. I cannot wait for him to say, listen, it didn't work out for them. You know, they joined a company. They weren't supported by their team. They didn't make a lot of money. They gave up too soon. I'm waiting for that to be this conversation. I'm waiting for that to come. Oh my God.
People around the world, some of them, the uneducated, or people who've been involved with some organization and it didn't work out for them or whatever.
It didn't work out for them or whatever. Eric, according to the company's income disclosure statements, if they have one, or the statistics from the Federal Trade Commission that 99.7% of people lose money or don't make any at all. I like how he's being real lighthearted with this, like, oh, it might not have worked out for them or whatever. No, what happens is, in my opinion, people get in and they're in for a certain amount of time and they're saying, okay, I'm going to give this thing my all. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to show up just like my leader wants me to do. And like Eric Worre says that I should do, because I went to his GoPro recruiting mastery event and he said, just keep showing up, just keep doing the thing. And then they started to ask some questions. They're like, okay, well, I'm doing all of the things. We see them say that a lot. You know, I'm cold messaging. I'm reaching out. I'm doing the social media stuff. I'm going live. It's not happening. I don't understand. It's been 6 months. It's been a year. Meanwhile, they're ordering products probably every month. I realize not every MLM company has that, but the majority of them do have some sort of an auto ship program where you're ordering products. Then there's pressure to be a product of the product. The new stuff comes out, the new flavors, the new scents, the new whatever. And you got to order all of that stuff because you want to be a product of the product, and you're taking your business seriously, because that is how your leader shows their undue influence, in my opinion. And so you show up. And so what happens is people start questioning, well, wait, this doesn't feel right. I don't understand what's happening here. And they start to look at what they're spending. They start to look at what they're making. They start to question the time that they are taking doing all of this stuff, and the time that they have lost with their family, sacrificing because they're taking their business seriously. And then they decide, no, I'm not going to do that. And they cancel their smart ship or auto ship. And then they don't go to the Zoom because they're like, what am I learning on this Zoom? This is just my leader flexing the money that they're making and, mindset training. God, please, please with that. Okay. And then they get out. So these are people with real experiences. These are people that did work extremely hard. And the fact that he's like the average uneducated person, granted, I'm not wording it exactly how he did. This is just him setting it up, setting the narrative up to disqualify people's real experiences. And I think it's really manipulative.
They judge it, and they judge it pretty loudly.
And I'm going to continue to be loud, and I'm going to continue to judge it based off of statistics, facts, and data provided by the multi-level marketing companies, the statistics and data from the Federal Trade Commission, and all of the crazy lifestyle and health claims that we see on social media. We're just going to get louder.
They have their opinions as to what network marketing is and what it isn't. And that judgment, none of us love to live under judgment or to be thought lesser than.
Nobody thinks lesser of people. What we are saying is the business model is a problem. When you are not him personally, but when people in multi-level marketing companies are trying to say, hey, I'm a part of affiliate marketing, I sell a product, I make a small commission, and then you join and you realize, oh wait, in order to make substantial income, I have to recruit a team. When you're comparing the commission from the sale of a product and you're comparing the money that you make off of having a team and recruiting people that are salespeople selling the same product as you, the business model is the problem. We're not judging you personally. That's why we're not doing ad hominem attacks. We are judging the fact that this is a failing business model that hurts a lot of people financially, spiritually, emotionally, which I know you'll probably talk about how emotional the business is, because I know that's one of your favorite things to do. Or favorite things to talk about. It's an emotional business. You're going to have ups and downs. In my opinion, it's all one present of manipulation, if you will, and there's a pretty little bow on the top.
Realized early on in network marketing that the catch to network marketing is you have to be willing to endure the loss of social esteem from ignorant people.
Ignorant people that don't know what they're talking about, people that are uneducated, Eric. Wow. It's interesting to me because when I don't know when this video was done. When I was heavy in multi-level marketing, I would have applauded this. I'd have been like, yes, you're right. They're uneducated. They don't know what they're talking about. There are people in the anti-MLM movement that have been in the industry for longer than I was. And by the way, if you're brand new here, I know I said in my intro, 13 and a half years. So this call is coming from inside the house. And the fact that he's trying to say, well, these people are ignorant. Wow. I would have applauded this when I was in the MLM. And now stepping back, I can see how manipulative, in my opinion, this individual is.
Uneducated people would think less of you. So that's the third thing. It's just like, man, it's misunderstood by family, by friends, misjudged like crazy.
No, it's not.
Fourth thing that they don't tell you is how wildly emotional it is.
Called it.
I mean, it's so personal. It's so emotional that sometimes it's just like, I mean, your up days are amazing. Your down days are spectacularly down.
In any business, in any sales job, you're going to have ups and downs. The issue that I have, based on my personal experience in being in many multi-level marketing companies, is the fact that the emotional manipulation in the highs and the lows and everything in between to keep people plugged in and to keep people, cold messaging and on the Zooms and all of that stuff. It's the manipulation of people's emotions that I find absolutely disgusting. In any business, you're going to have ups and downs. If you are somebody that is wanting to grow your social media, you're going to have ups and downs. That's just a part of life, and especially in building any kind of a business. But what's different, in my opinion, with these multi-level marketing companies and these coaches is that they use that emotional manipulation in order to prey on these individuals that are looking for somebody to say, listen, just keep going. It's going to get better. I know today's a hard day, but there's always tomorrow. You can do this. Just maybe take a break and maybe step away. And oh, wait, don't step away. Get on the Zoom. And it's the tap dancing and the emotional manipulation and the dangling of hope that we see, that I have experienced personally at these events that he's talking about. I just find it really disgusting and very manipulative.
Living with that and learning how to discipline your disappointment, learning how to manage your emotions on good days and bad. That's a new skill set, because your job is not this emotional, but your network.
How do you know that? That's a very broad statement. So you're telling me that people, let's just give an example, first responders, people that work in hospitals, you're telling me that their job is not emotional? It's a very generic statement, and it's a very bold claim considering that there's no parameters as far as what you're comparing it to. Your job isn't that emotional. What?
Marketing business is highly emotional. So all of these things.
And by the way, those aren't the only jobs. Those are just what came to mind. I know that there are so many jobs out there that are extremely stressful and emotional, because we're human beings, and no matter what we do on a daily basis, there's going to be a certain amount. Like if you work outside the home, you have a job or whatnot outside, or even any job, actually, you take a certain amount of that job home with you. There's a certain amount of processing that happens in a stressful environment, because you are a human being with emotions, and it's only natural. So the fact that he's like, your job is not emotional, how dare you, Eric? How dare you? What?
There's put into the comments, what do you think is the dark side of network marketing from your point of view?
I'll take it from here. The lifestyle claims, the income claims, the medical and health claims, where people are saying that they can drink this drink, take a strip, take this pill, and it's going to cure all of their issues that they're having, their challenges that they're having. The fact that they're dangling the carrot of, hey, listen, time freedom, financial freedom. And you don't get any of that in multi-level marketing, because if your leader doesn't, put pressure on you to get on the Zooms or different things like that, like you're not taking your business seriously. You guys let me know, what do you think the dark side of multi-level marketing is? You guys can comment below, but those are just some of the things that come to mind, especially the income claims where they say stuff like, I'm not trying to make income claims, but you should know that I made 6 figures last year. So make sure that you listen to me, because I'm the expert. I'm going to show you how to do it. Ugh, no.
What are some of the things that you wish were different?
I wish there was more transparency. I wish, instead of flexing these health claims, medical claims, income claims, lifestyle claims, I wish they were absolutely real, to include myself. When I was in, there was a lot of things that I showed that weren't necessarily, they were partially true, right? And the way that is presented, in my opinion, is, listen, you're just trying to manifest what it is that you want. So even though you're not there yet, you're manifesting it. I just wish the transparency. I wish there were standardized income disclosure statements. I wish people were truthful. I wish that some of these health and wellness companies had legitimate studies done on their product, rather than saying, hey, these are the ingredients hidden under a proprietary blend. And by the way, there's been a study on this ingredient, but the study was not done on the actual product that this MLMer is pitching. Those are just some of mine. You guys let me know what you think in the comments.
That people in network marketing don't talk about that much. I'd like to see what your comments are when it comes to this, because there's the other side of this conversation we're going to have in a moment. And for any of you having a bad day, any of you struggling in.
If any of you are struggling and you're in a multi-level marketing company, my suggestion to you is to go to YouTube, type in the name of your company, and either before or after type in anti-MLM and just start watching. You don't have to comment. You can like the videos if you want, but just start watching. And the reason that I'm saying that is because being able to look at both sides of this multi-level marketing argument is really important. And I'm going to tell some of you, some of you are really going to be pissed off, and that's okay. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are absolutely valid. I was really pissed off the first time I found anti-MLM content. But when you really stop and listen and you really stop and hear what's being said is accurate. And if you start to get pissed, if you start to get upset in any way, that's cognitive dissonance. And that's normal. I was mad when I first found anti-MLM content, but deep down I knew what was being said was accurate.
Your network marketing experience, I have good words for you coming in just a moment. Being ghosted, that's no fun. People quit on themselves, chasing people.
People quit on themselves, or they decide, hey, this isn't what I was told it would be. Didn't he just say that at the beginning? Didn't he just say that? That's so odd to me. People quitting on themselves? No, I'm going to speak very frankly. And the people that are saying that about their team members that have left and have seen the light, since this is the dark side of multi-level marketing that we're reacting to, those are the people, or the people that use that. Let me just back up. The people that use, they quit on themselves. They're saying that to make them feel better because they had a team member that they no longer are going to be making money off. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. The leaders in these companies that say that their team members have quit on themselves, it is a way for them to justify the fact that they no longer have to be in communication with that person because they're not going to be making money off of them.
Inconsistency of customers.
Inconsistency of customers? Why? Because you're recruiting your competition? And you guys are all selling the same product and have mutual friends in common, more than likely.
How long it really takes to build, the time, trying to find people, rejection, one-sided relationships, the expectations that people have of you to build their business for them.
But I thought we were in this together. I thought this was a team thing. Right, Eric?
Showing the world the success, the publicly promoting success, the real side of failing, only the positives are talked about, perceptions of people, team won't take action, no leadership, attrition. Yeah, all these different things, right? Now I'm going to ask you, first of all, do you believe that these challenges are part of specific to network marketing? Or do you think a similar list of challenges exists for any entrepreneur?
What I think he's doing is a strawman fallacy. He's comparing multi-level marketing, in my opinion, to other businesses, he calls it entrepreneurial ventures or something like that. He's comparing multi-level marketing to businesses. That's a strawman fallacy. In most businesses, you're not required to recruit other people. There's not a huge gap in the income that you make off of the sale of a product versus recruiting team members. So yeah, I feel like that's what we're stepping into, is a strawman fallacy. You guys let me know what you think.
If you've been in business for yourself, you know the challenges of going into business for yourself. Is there a similar list in going into business for yourself? And now you can add to that similar list in entrepreneurship a much bigger financial investment. You can add to the list a much smaller amount of support and regulatory issues and everything else you have to deal with in running a business. You can add to lots and lots and lots of risk. Here's what I'm going to tell you, and this is a lifeline for everybody that's listening to me right now. Listen, network marketing isn't perfect. It has its challenges. It's misunderstood, has its ups and downs, lonely business. It's not necessarily easy. But if you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, it's better than any form of entrepreneurship in the world. There is no better place on earth for you to be able to create income and to create leverage than that.
Leverage is the term that they use when it comes to recruiting. So in my opinion, that is making money off of other people's efforts. I have seen many, many multi-level marketing peeps that use that term, and that is absolutely disgusting. Also, there's nothing better. Here's what I know. I'm putting this YouTube video out. You guys are watching, you're dropping your commentary. I'm making money off of AdSense. That doesn't come out of your pocket, right? I mean, if you choose to like become a member, or you decide to buy merch or something along those lines, that's incredible and I appreciate it. But the majority of the income that I'm making is residual income, which is also something that MLMers like to talk about a whole lot. You know, I make residual income. Okay, if your customers keep their auto ship going, you know, you make a little bit of money. If your team members keep their auto ship going, you're making a little bit of money. If they are selling and ranking up, you're making a lot more money than off of the sale of the product. Here's what I know. I am making true residual income while I'm helping people not join an MLM. This video, for example, 6 months from now, let's say somebody watches this video, I make money off of the video without having to put out, you know, or interact or do any of those things. So the fact that he's trying to say there's nothing better, I disagree. And I think anybody that is selling on Etsy, anybody that is operating their own business that's not a multi-level marketing company is going to disagree with you. And why? They don't have a leader that's breathing down their neck to get on the next Zoom. They don't have a leader that's asking them if they're going to place an order at the end of the month. They don't have a leader that's saying, oh, by the way, there's a new thing coming. Make sure you order it, order two, because you don't know what your customers are going to want. I don't agree with that at all. I think that's a bold statement, but there's really nothing, like you don't have any details. There's no sources, nothing.
Network marketing for the average person. There's no better vehicle, period, end of story.
Yes, there is.
Nowhere can you get involved for the incredibly low cost of entry.
You sure about that? I mean, this microphone that I'm using was pretty inexpensive. I already had a computer. I think StreamYard that I'm recording this on is like $19 a month or so. And I'm making residual income. Now, not to say that everybody obviously is going to start a YouTube channel. That's just an example because here we are, right? But there's tons of other examples of low cost ways of starting a business. It's not black or white. There's all of this gray area. What?
And make up for that lack of investment with an investment of your energy, your sweat equity. Nowhere do you get this amount of support. Nowhere do you have this amount of upside and flexibility. Nowhere.
There is no flexibility in multi-level marketing. You have to work 24/7.
Where is the playing field as fair as what network marketing is?
So you're telling me that I'm going to use Awakened, the MLM company, as an example. You're telling me, Eric, that the playing field is level for somebody that is getting in now versus somebody that gets in, I don't know, 6 months down the road, if the company even lasts that long. You're telling me that they have the exact same opportunity? No, they don't. The ones that get in early, the ones that have a large following, the ones that get in first are the ones that are going to be at the top of the pyramid. This is very simple math. It's not an equal playing field. Oh my God.
Nowhere can you build a global business with leverage. Understand this. The key to all wealth, the key to all freedom is leverage.
Just say recruiting, Eric.
If you're just trading time for money, no matter what you're doing, there's only so much you can earn. However, if you can find a vehicle that will allow you to build a network and you can leverage that network, giving every single person the same opportunity, you can leverage that network so those people can go out there and succeed on their own. And you can get a reward based upon the success and productivity of the team that you build. Show me something in the world that will give you that opportunity.
What if people don't want to make money leveraging other people's time, energy, and efforts?
The ability to build a network, the ability to have a career, the ability to grow something substantial on your time, on your flexibility, regardless of your skill level, regardless of how many people you know right now, regardless of if you live in a small town or you live in a big city, regardless if you're an introvert or extrovert, male, female, old, young, doesn't matter. Our profession doesn't discriminate. So, look, yes, sometimes it's annoying. Yes, sometimes it's tough. Yes, sometimes it's misunderstood. Yes, sometimes it can be hard, but it's worth it. If you give it the time and you're willing to do the work and you're willing to work on yourself and improve you, there's
I was waiting for the personal development plug. Listen, it didn't work. Okay, that's because you didn't develop enough. Have you listened to my podcast? I can just see where this is all going. This entire training, in my opinion, is him trying to keep people plugged in, because let's be real, he is an MLM coach. And so the more people that are in an MLM that are coming to him and telling their teams and telling everybody else within the company, hey, go to Eric. He's incredible and he's going to help you with your business and this and that, the more money he makes. So it's in his best interest to keep people in multi-level marketing, of course, right? That's his whole business. That's all this video is.
no limits to the amount of business and leverage you can create for yourself, for your family, and for the people that are lucky enough to have you connect with them in some way, whether they're a customer.
Lucky enough to have you. So when somebody cold messages you, you're supposed to be just like, oh my God, thank you so much for sending me a cold message and thinking about me. Yeah, I just had a baby, but you know what? Your weight loss program, your weight loss product is exactly what I'm looking for. So those people are supposed to be grateful for stuff like that because they thought of them. Oh my God.
Or a team member, or the causes that you can contribute to. So I want you to feel good today. I want you to acknowledge, yep, it's challenging. It's challenging.
I want you to feel good today. I don't want you to question what you're a part of. I don't want you to critically think what's actually happening. I want you to know that you're part of the greatest industry in the world. Please, Eric.
For everybody, yep, I'm up for the challenge. I'm ready to go. It's a good day for you. Once you understand and you stop trying to change the dark side of all these different things, you stop trying to change the setup and you learn to accept the reality of what we have with the good. And the good outweighs the bad. It is all worth it. So that's my message for you today. Hope you smash the share button.
Okay, we're done with that. That's wild. What did you guys think? How are y'all doing? Are you guys good? Wow. This is the first time that I have watched any of his training since getting out of multi-level marketing last July. And it's so different, you guys. The manipulation, in my opinion, was very, very clear. Yikes. Yikes. Can't wait to see your commentary on this, you guys. Anyways, if you loved the video, I would love for you to give me a big thumbs up. I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys being here. Do not join an MLM. Don't do that. You don't need an MLM coach. In my opinion, these are predators that are preying on an already struggling group of people. People that are trying to do, they're working hard, they're trying to make money, and it just, according to the FTC, 99.7% of people are not going to make any money or going to lose money. And then you have these MLM coaches that are like, I'm going to teach you how to do social media. I'm going to teach you how to do all of this stuff. I'm going to have mindset training that's going to rock your world. And in my opinion, it's just designed to keep them in longer so that they can benefit financially off of their coaching. You don't need it. You don't need it. All right. That's all I got. I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.